Right, this is a walk around video for a Honda Civic. This is a 2.2 EX diesel. It's 12 plate. The car, as you can see here, finished in Nighthawk black. Just going to go around the car for you. Lenses on the front, completely clear, there's no cracks, condensation otherwise in those. Bumpers generally in fine order, just a couple of flies that seem reluctant to want to depart from the bumper itself. Bonnet, generally good. So there is a little bit of stone chipping, which you're always going to get on black cars, but it's relatively light, but there are a few there. On this side of the car, absolutely mirror smooth in the paintwork. There's no indentations at all, car parking dinks or otherwise. Front wing, very good indeed. Front near side alloy, this is one that takes the battering, always has done, always will do, because it's the near side to the curb, and you have got a little bit just around the edge there, and there's one on a spoke you can just see there as well. So I am critical on these videos, so it's the whole point of them. It doesn't really detract from the car in all honesty, but there we go. And then panel work itself, very clean and crisp. Again, as I always say with the black cars, there will be little marks on there, little brush marks. We don't machine polish them, most of which would come out with a very easy polish. Rear alloy there, there's no marks or curbing on there at all. And then you can see there, very, very clean and crisp on the panel work. Rear bumper looks pretty much unmarked in all honesty, as does the boot lid there as well. And off side of the vehicle, again, very, very clean in the panel work, no indentations there. Rear wing, very, very clean indeed. Rear offside alloy, completely unmarked. And panel work down the side again, very good, with just the odd minor little mark, which you're always going to say get on the black cars, but they're very few and far between. And then final alloy there, again generally good, just a tiniest little bit you can just see on the edge there. That's just looks like a bit of dirt on there as well, but overall externally car that's in very, very good condition. Inside the boot here, absolutely massive boot. You can see there, parcel shelves all intact, 60/40 fold in the rear seats there, and you get your little power outlets up there as well, so if you need to power the kind of inflation kits and everything else, it's all there and intact. Coming to the back, near side rear door card, looks as new in all honesty. Back of the seats, really good order, no obvious marks there. Full set of mats in the vehicle as well. Door card on that side again, very, very nice indeed. Leatherwork, very clean, very, very tidy indeed. Huge amount of stowage. Obviously you can fold these seats up if you so wish, very easy to do. With one hand it's rather difficult, just briefly show you. You just pop that up there, pull that handle down, and they stay up in the vertical position. Brilliantly engineered, as you'd expect by Honda. Coming to the front now, driver's door card, again very, very nice indeed. All the switches all in very nice order as well. Footwell area all very clean. Driver's seat, very, very nice order too. Sorry, just had to let someone pass there. Let me just go across to the passenger seat. Again, really clean and tidy. Very good quality leatherwork in the Civics. So sat in the car now, engine's running as it has been all the way through. Just quickly show you there. I've got the full owner's manual pack incorporating car manual and the full navigation system. Plus obviously, very importantly, lock and wheel nut key for the car as well. Near side door card there, again very, very clean. The whole dashboard is in fantastic order. Just go down to the footwell area there as well. It's all very, very clean and tidy. Across the navigation screen, obviously EX specs, a big spec car, navigation working perfectly. Just pop the car into reverse, and you've got lovely car parking camera as well with a little grid there. Further down, ventilation system, you've got dual zone climate control on there, all working absolutely perfectly. It's ice cold air coming out of the system currently. Heated seats with high and low settings, again all works exactly as it should. It's all in really lovely condition, it really is. See in the centre area here, you've got a little cup holder area there as well. You can take this centre part out as well if you so wish, If you don't want to use it, then just pop it up, pop it down if you want to, whichever way you want to operate it. In the middle here, sorry, it's fiddly this bit, huge center storage area, and then you've got various other ports, USB and aux ports, various other things for the car. Coming to the dashboard of the vehicle, probably my favourite part in all honesty. I love this two-tier dashboard. All working absolutely perfectly, no warning lights on the vehicle at all. I'll just come across to there, hopefully you can see that. You can see 63,488 miles currently recorded on the vehicle. Auto lights, auto wipers, hands-free functions as well, but all in very, very, very nice condition. Finally just come under the engine bay. As you expect from Honda, they always present these things very, very nicely indeed. Incidentally, the engines always sound a lot noisier on the microphone and on the videos than they do when you physically stood here. Car's been fully serviced. We've just serviced it ourselves, and it's just undertaken a brand new MOT, which is done independently of us. What will follow this video will be a road test of this very car. Then this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda Civic 2.2 EX diesel, registered BL12GVR, and mileage currently on the car 63,481 miles. The reason for the road test, very simple indeed. We just want customers to see our cars in operation. I can feedback then anything to you, good, bad or otherwise, and I am critical on the videos, so if there's something not quite right with the car or something you need to know about, I will tell you. This has been a very well maintained car. It's going to go through an MOT and it's going to be serviced prior to sale. But starting with the engine of the vehicle, brilliant engines, absolutely brilliant engines, lovely, torquey, smooth. This one's a perfect example. Starts instantly, very smooth, very quiet, very civilized, keen to rev, no strange noises, nothing at all. Looking at the dashboard here, there's absolutely no warning lights on the vehicle at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. Engine feeds through clutch and into gearbox. Clutch in the car, very smooth in operation. Bike point is exactly the right point it wants to be. Whether the clutch is pushed in or out, there's no change in engine note, there's no vibrations, nothing at all. It's exactly as you'd expect and hope it to be. Likewise, gearbox of the vehicle, classic Honda 6-speed gearbox, beautifully done. I can't detect any wear in the gear change at all. The linkage is absolutely perfect. It really is they are masters at doing this, Honda. The quality of gear change is genuinely second to none, and the reliability and longevity of these gearboxes is well known as well. But in terms of the powertrain of the car, engine, gearbox, clutch, all absolutely spot on. You know, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Quite the opposite, it drives perfectly, absolutely perfectly. Steering the vehicle, tight, taut, tracks absolutely bullet straight. It doesn't vary from the line ahead, so clearly tracking's in very good order as well. But what I'm looking for in the video is just, you know, kind of signs of wear really, with, you know, things that you occasionally get in a car, even of this age, where you might have a little bit of looseness in the steering of the vehicle. There's nothing, it just feels absolutely crisp and tight. It really is very, very fine order indeed. The chassis of the vehicle, in terms of the suspension, very well judged by Honda. The previous generation was a lovely car, and I absolutely adored it, but the ride was quite hard, pretty unforgiving over kind of sharp ridges. It rode very well, but over, like just going to go over now, that sort of bump, didn't really like them very much to send a shudder through the car. This generation, brilliant, absolutely very, very smooth indeed. But again, what I'm looking for on any used car, including Honda, would be, over a bump like that, is it exhibiting any noises that shouldn't be there, any kind of clonks, bangs? That's normally nothing serious. It's normally just things like drop links, center roll bar links. Occasionally you might get a bit of suspension strut with a bit of movement, but it makes the car feel a bit old. But this feels absolutely fantastic. Really, really nice order. Also very quiet in here. It's, which suggests obviously windscreen seals all in very, very nice order as well. So I'm going to set the cruise control. That's working exactly as it should as well. I'm just going to come to the kind of the halfway point of the road test here. We'll swing around. I'm going to give the brakes a bit of a sharp jab as well. And they're, yeah, absolutely perfect. What I'm looking for when I'm braking is no vibrations, no pulsing, no noises. And I also want the car to pull, when it goes down, to pull sort of straight and true. That's exactly what this one does. It really does sort of go down on its haunches very well indeed. So I'm just going to give it a bit more through the gears. But it pulls very, very, very well indeed. It's got a 2.2 engine's a great engine. Looking around inside the car, we've literally just arrived to us. It's not been cleaned yet. It's going to be valeted tomorrow as well as serviced and MOT'd. But it's all in fantastic order. Very clean and tidy. Beautifully, beautifully built cars. They really are. It feels what it is, which is absolutely rock solid. Being an EX, which is what we generally sell, we either sell the EX or the EX GTs, not the lesser models, because you just get so much for your money. You've got obviously sat nav all working perfectly. Obviously it pops into a camera when you pop it in reverse, as you know from the walk around video. Climate control system is working absolutely perfectly. There's absolutely ice cold air coming out, and it's a really muggy, thundery night. Now it's 25 degrees still outside. This is what we're kind of doing this quite late at night. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. It's really muggy, but the air conditioner said working exactly as it should. What the video can't impart, of course, is just the quality of the switchgear, which is absolutely brilliant on these Civics. It's this is the real world of owning cars. A few years down the line with a few thousand miles on the clock, and this is where they really shine. It just feels like it's really cliched. I hate saying it, but it's just like as if I've driven out of the showroom. It's got an unbelievable tightness about the whole thing. I love the interiors. I think it's clearly a Civic, which I love, but it's got style, but it's got function. It's I sometimes can't believe road tests that I read. They beg a belief. This is so simple to operate, so easy to use. An ingenious dashboard with the 2-level system. You've got the high up display for the MPH readout, and I think it's a really important safety thing, so I can see the cars in front clearly, but still keep my eye on my speed just as clearly while I'm driving along. But everything's working perfectly in the car. So temperature gauge now been running for a while at a third, which is exactly where it wants to be on a Honda car. The steering wheel, everything just feels pretty much as new in my hand. Seats are lovely and comfortable. But it's just how solid this car feels as a driver's car, which sets it apart really. I think it's a really, really fine car that Honda have made here. As I said at the start of the video, I am critical on them. If I can't find anything, it's not that I haven't tried. I can't find anything in this car to report back that merits a mention. It drives absolutely perfectly. It really does. This is also one of my first videos, believe it or not. I've actually shortened this road test because I'm conscious of the fact that the videos I do are quite long. If anyone's watching it and prefer the longer version, let me know, and I'll revert back to it. But a couple of people have said they've been watching them, but obviously gone a few minutes in and turned off basically, which I don't blame them. I really don't. But hopefully it's given you enough of an insight into the vehicle anyway. If I've missed anything on the video, obviously don't hesitate, please do give me a call.